What can I say? It's not a good feeling. I don't think anybody wants to come on and do an episode and say, "Hey, our team just got eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs." It sucks. Um, but I want to talk and have a candid conversation about the season, how I'm feeling, and going forward. This is all coming up here on Locked On Blues.
You're Locked On Blues, your daily podcast on the St. Louis Blues. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hello and welcome back to Locked On Blues. I am your host of Locked On Blues, Haley Taylor Simon, talking to you all things about our St. Louis Blues. Wow, the game tonight against those Canes, brutal game. Brutal. A 5-2 loss to Carolina. One of the best teams in the NHL. Not surprised about the outcome. It just brutal to watch. I hate the Vegas Golden Knights. I think that their Twitter admin sucks. I get, it's exciting for them, but really, they don't have to be rude about it. But I get it's hockey, whatever. So a lot to be annoyed about tonight, especially on Torrey Krug's birthday. No, I mean, it is what it is. It's over. I'm going to talk about letting it sink in because I have been sitting here for the past 30 minutes just silent, like not knowing exactly what to say. And of course, looking ahead to the future. So this is going to be one of the more candid episodes of Locked On Blues. Talk to me. Let me know how you're feeling. Give me your thoughts because it sucks. I'm still wearing my hat, okay? Always going to represent the Blue Note because at the end of the day, this is my team, right? And as upset as I am about them not making the playoffs, I'm going to still support them, especially these next 2 games. So, again, leave me your comments live on YouTube. So, let me know how you're feeling. Tell me anything. I just want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Indeed. Indeed knows when you're growing your own business that you have to make every dollar count. That's why with Indeed, you only pay for quality applications that match your must-have job requirements. Visit Indeed.com/locked-on to start hiring now. Terms and conditions apply. Hi, St. Louis. Yep, eliminated from the playoffs. So you might be like, Haley, are they actually eliminated? Yeah, I know. We haven't seen our elimination post yet. And technically, it's not... Okay, technically we're not eliminated yet. Even though I know we are. I forget why we're not. Did the Golden Knights play? Yeah, so they're beating the Wild 4-1. So I did say this, that we wouldn't be eliminated for a little bit after our game. Once those Golden Knights win and you go to the standings, we're gonna... Oh my God, I don't want to see it. We're gonna have an E next to our name, and yeah. There was a reason why we had a 0.3% chance. It's because it was nearly impossible for the Blues to make it. They had all the ability this season to change this outcome. They could have won against Columbus. They could have won against the Sharks. Only team, by the way, this season not to beat San Jose. So that's, again, on the Blues. They had all the ability to make it to the playoffs, and they didn't. And it's crazy to think about the fact that the last time I believe this happened was in 2006 or 7 when the Islanders were down by like 3 points and they only had a couple games left to go. And they did it. But there's a reason why it hasn't happened in nearly almost 2 decades. Oh my God, is 2007 like almost 2 decades ago at this point? I don't like that. But, oh my God, I do not like that. But there is a reason why It is nearly impossible. The fact that the Blues went until 80 games, I mean, it's astounding considering how much they struggled this season. Um, am I in shock? I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. The reason why I'm so upset is because I know it's gonna sound crazy, but this team had the potential. It sucks knowing that the last game of hockey will be played next week and then it's done. The reality is that being a St. Louis Blues fan, it's been nothing but frustration this season. We had an awful offseason. We lost our coach. Like, it's not been an easy season. A lot that we've had to deal with as the fans. And on top of all that, you think about all that, we've had to endure with how the teams played or didn't play. They could go on these, oh my gosh, like the beginning of the season when they would win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. All of those losses matter because those are all points that you didn't earn that could have gotten you into the playoffs. You think about that Blue Jackets game before we went to the All-Star break. Those 2 points could have mattered. The games against San Jose, those points matter that you lost. All of those points mattered. So yeah, I'm frustrated. There's a lot of emotion when you're a passionate fan like this because you truly just want your team to make it, right? You want them to play, more than those 82 games. You want them to play playoff hockey. The fact that they had to fight a nearly impossible fight to be in the playoffs should never have happened. It really shouldn't have happened. Oh, here's a quote that got posted. I thought we were right in the game. We had a ton of chances, and it's a frustrating loss. Robert Thomas said. Mark Stone is now clear to play in the playoffs, so. Oh my God. I cannot believe that it's done. I'm really upset, but I'm not surprised. By the way, Dylan Peterson has agreed to terms of a 2-year entry-level contract with the Blues. It happened during the game, and I know what you're probably thinking, but he's 6'4", 22-year-old forward. The Blues were selected in the 3rd round in the 2020 NHL draft and has spent the past 4 seasons at Boston University, so that's cool. I just want my boy DeBoer Dvorsky to play. Oh my God, we're eliminated from the playoffs. Like, that's a reality. I'm in shock, and I think that this episode, it's not that I'm in shock about, and I'll talk about the game, and it's not because I'm in shock about the outcome of the game. I kind of figured that the Canes were gonna win, but I'm in shock that this even had to happen. I really thought in my delusional mind that the St. Louis Blues were gonna somehow win tonight, but they didn't. It sucks, okay? It sucks. Let me live. It sucks. I'm upset. I'm allowed to be upset. Because now we're gonna have to go a whole off season dealing with Doug Armstrong trying to justify why this season didn't work out. Oh, I thought it was gonna work and it was gonna be okay that we didn't do anything this past off season, and the one move that we made with Kevin Hayes, we healthy scratch him for games in a row. Like, shut up, Doug. Respectfully. Oh my goodness. Okay. Before I continue on, I just want to let you know about life insurance because it is really important. So, Policygenius helps you compare your opinions from top companies and their team of licensed earned experts is hand on to help you through it. Talk to a team of winning board agent who will walk you through the process step by step. Easily comparable quotes from America's top insurers, just a few clicks, and you'll find your lowest prices. Um, so your work life insurance policy may not offer enough protection for your family's needs. Even worse, it may not come with you if you leave your job. Policy Genius gives you an unbiased advice from a licensed expert support team. They have no incentive to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance. Thousands of five-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot from customers who found the best for their needs. Check life insurance off your to-do list with no time with Policy Genius. Head to policygenius.com/lockedonnhl or click on the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/lockedonnhl. Okay, let's talk about the game. Because I kind of ignored the game and I've kind of just kind of talked about it, but not really. And we need to talk about the 5-2 loss. So, honestly, the first couple of minutes of the game, I felt hope because my hat's disappearing. Yeah, because it's at the green screen, but it's on my Blues. Um, First period, my boy Zach Bolduc scores, and only a couple minutes in, so I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, this is good, setting the tone. Let's go, Bolduc." No, because in the Kane scored right after, not even a minute later. So I'm like, okay, this sucks. 1-1. Second period, Ruzi scores on the power play. Again, my hopes got up. Oh, they have the fight in them. Let's go. Yeah, no, the Blues did not score for the rest of the game, and the Canes were able to score not 3, 4 goals in a row. Yep. So that's that. That really sucked. So yeah, the first little bit of the game, I had some hope. I ended up falling asleep a little bit, to be honest, and because I was really stressed out, and it just didn't go right at all. Um. Oh wow! Breaking news: the Coyotes are actually moving to Utah. Oh, that's crazy. Um. Wow. That's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, no, the game, ugly, ugly game. Eh, they just look so off today. I'm gonna be for real. Too many penalties. Robert Thomas with 2 penalties, and of course Shen with a stupid high sticking penalty, which again, luckily the Canes didn't score on their power plays, but still it was not good. Yeah, no, it not good. I mean, I actually didn't think Cairo played a bad game. I know everybody likes to hate on Jordan Cairo. I really didn't think it was that bad of a game for him personally. But yeah, no, it just didn't go well, and it just was not good. Um, Robert Thomas said, "It's nice. I would have rather been playing in the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen here, but I think that's my main problem." Yeah. Geez, it's brutal. It's sinking in. We're not playing the playoffs. And who did that? The St. Louis Blues did that to themselves. But again, we're not officially eliminated yet, by the way, until that game ends with the Golden Knights. Um, so I'm gonna actually make a tweet. We're not officially eliminated yet. Gotta wait for the Knights game to end. So, listen, we're eliminated, right? And Burn Doyle said, "Oh, well, you gotta wait till the Golden Knights end." Yeah, so we have about, another, 40 minutes of not being eliminated from the playoffs. By the way, Knights are up 4-1 on the Wild, so I know that, they're not gonna lose. I just think that the Knights are a dirty team. All of a sudden, their captain, Mark Stone's gonna be back to practice tomorrow, or he was practicing today and no contact. Listen, my podcast isn't to bash the Golden Knights. It just couldn't be a worse team that this is happening to. Just they suck. It sucks. It really sucks. Did I mention I'm mad at Doug Armstrong for literally not doing anything to improve this team over the summer? So that's another thing that just gets me going. All right, I'm gonna talk to you about my friends over at Factor before I get into what we have to look ahead. Eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh and every frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, Vegan, Veggie, and more. Discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast on the go, lunch, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feeling good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and fuel up your springtime goals. No fuss, no mess meals. Factor Meals eliminates the hassle of preparing, cooking, or cleaning up. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. Factor is your solution for fast premium meals without the need for cooking. We're celebrating Earth Day all month long. Look out for the Earth Month Eats badge on the menu for our lowest carbon footprint meals. This is what you need to do. Head to factormeals.com/lockedon50 and use code lockedon50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next meal box. That's code lockedon50 at factormeals.com/lockedon50. Get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active. So let's uh let's talk about something. The future of the St. Louis Blues. We have so many great prospects, and I'll dive in next week when it's officially done about who these guys are, about what we have to look forward to. I know my boy Dibor Dvorsky. I am so excited for him to play wearing the blue note eventually, but there is a lot of hope. We drafted well last year. We've drafted well the past couple years. I'll be at the draft this upcoming year, a couple months away, and I cannot wait to talk to our prospects and do all those episodes. I believe, honestly speaking, the Blues will be in the playoffs next year. I know that this season, I went into the season, and you can even look back on the tapes because I said it this summer, and I said, I don't know if they're going to be a playoff contending team. I don't know if they're going to make it into the playoffs. If anything, they would be in the wild card spot, but even then, it would be a challenge. I said that this summer heading into the season. So, it's one of those things where all along we knew who this team was, right? It wasn't like there was a surprise. It wasn't like we were supposed to be a cup contending team. We weren't. I think that the reason why it's so disappointing is because if you put the Blues in the East, they would have been in the playoffs. Um, ever since, and Burnt Oil said, a good point. Ever since they won the cup, there's been a regression. Yeah, we've lost a lot of our players. There's been a lot of things that have happened, which again I will dive into another episode. Mostly though, if I were to throw blame, it's easy to blame the players, right? Because that's who you're seeing on the ice. But why did we stand pat during the trade deadline? Like I found it hard to believe that there was nothing that they could have done. I I have a really hard time believing that this summer the best thing that you could have done, and it's not like I love Sundqvist and I'm happy that he's back. It's unfortunate that he's hurt, but all you could do is bring back Sundqvist and get Kevin Hayes. Like that was it. For me, I blame a lot of it on Doug Armstrong. And I don't necessarily I'm not gonna blame Bannister because he did get brought in due to them getting rid of our amazing coach in Berube, who they all say, "Oh, he lost the team." He didn't lose the team. The team just didn't have what it takes. I'm gonna defend Coach Berube, but the results are disappointing and the results are unfortunate. Obviously, we all wanted to see the Blues in the playoffs, and that didn't happen. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm actually upset, but if there's one more message I can share, it is please cheer on the Yotes, not the Yotes. I'm reading something about the Yotes by the Blues. Oh wow. No post game tonight for the Coyotes. When I said cheer on the Yotes, I was like saying Blues and I saw the Yotes and I'm like, "Oh my god, I've never seen that before." Where no player is available to speak to media. That's crazy. But these next 2 games, please cheer on the Blues. Um, against the Kraken, against the Stars. Cheer them on. 2 more games left. Show up. Show hockey. Show the NHL why we are the best fans because even when our team is eliminated, we're still going to be their last home game against the Kraken. Show up to Enterprise. I really thought they were going to make the playoffs this season. But you're not going to make the playoffs when you lose all of your games against the Sharks or they deserve not to be in it. It doesn't mean that it's not disappointing. So, is this an Are We Feeling Blue Friday? This is my first Friday where I don't have Are We Feeling Blue in my thing. Yeah, I'm feeling blue. It sucks. So that was a little bit of obvious situation. But yeah, don't know what else to say on this one. All right. Well, I will talk to you on Monday. And like always, because I still love them, let's go Blues.